Sciatica refers to pain that radiates along the sciatic nerve, which branches from the low back, hip, glutes, and down each leg. Sciatica often occurs when an herniated disc, bone spur, or narrowing of the spine, stenosis, compresses part of the nerve. This can cause inflammation, pain, and sometimes numbness down the affected leg. Most cases resolve without surgery in a few weeks. Piriformis syndrome is a common neuromuscular disorder that is caused when the piriformis muscle compresses the sciatic nerve. Piriformis syndrome symptoms mimic sciatica. The focus of treatment and self-care is to restore the length of the piriformis muscle and thereby taking pressure off the sciatic nerve, which in time decreases inflammation and pain referral patterns. So we're going to talk today about the piriformis stretch and trigger point to release sciatica. As you see in this video, this area can be difficult to treat because it can come from different sources. It can come directly from the bony structures in the spine, but also it can come from soft tissue tightness and restrictions in the body. Right. So I like to put the balls in a tube sock. In here is one of these Tball. So it's like a baseball, just in a rubbery surface. It's still full inside. It's not hollow. It's fully rubber, but it's a bit soft. It has a bit of give. I also have the same material in a softball size. I like it in the ball, sock again. You can do it here against a ball, even though here I would actually recommend to do it against a wall. If you did your upper body, that's going to be for another video when we talk about shoulder and neck issue and upper body issues. For today, see, I don't have the actual baseball, but something that's really similar as far as I just don't have it right here handy, so I'm gonna use the lacrosse ball here. The lacrosse is a tiny bit smaller than the baseball, but it does the same thing. So here I like to be against this big yoga ball that's secured, as you can see where it is. And then you just get on the spot here in your glutes. Here I'm even more in the medial aspect, which means more centered toward my body, in some hip, posterior hip muscle that are very important to address as well. But here, to get to your piriformis, basically bend your knee, go a little bit on your side, and so I'm going to move a bit this way so you can see me this way in an angle. So I'm working the left side, as you can see, and I'm right in the piriformis in here. So there are sometimes the true piriformis syndrome. The true piriformis syndrome is when actually the nerve is compromised and can go right through the piriformis muscle. So here, as I am putting pressure on my piriformis, obviously it addresses surrounding tissue, gluteal muscles, and so on and so forth, and fascia. And I can feel the pressure of what I'm doing, of my own body weight on the ball, traveling all the way down to my calves. So you could feel refer pain or pulling or pressure, and you can even add bringing your thigh up so it's sitting on top of your right thigh, and you can slightly put pressure down this way. That's really gonna get in there. Now if you don't want to be against the ball like I'm doing, like the big yoga ball, That allows you to relax your upper body. You could do it on the floor. So if you're on the floor, you would be more like this. But it puts stress on your shoulder when you're like this. So that's why I really enjoy doing it here. Or you could even do it against your couch. So you sit way. That's pretty much all there is to it as far as working the piriformis. You could even get more around, going up at the border of the sacrum. Now if it gets too tender and you don't want to bruise, because it will just make you feel uncomfortable afterward on the bony structures of the sacrum, you can go a little bit more gentle and use the Tball, which is this one, but I like to use it in the sock. For this area though, you could use the big soft ball, is a very good option as well. So here's a little bit softer if you use the Tball, and you can go up and down through here, and you can feel the breaking up of the soft tissue as you move. So here I'm sliding my body down, which is making the ball move up at the border here of the sacrum. I'm a little bit over the sacrum I was, and I'm gonna go back down. So I'm gonna have to secure that ball back, put my whole body weight on it, and then I'm gonna pull down a bit with the ball here with that, since it's in the tube sock, that allows me to do that and reposition here. Okay, now so I'm going to show you how to stretch your piriformis muscle, okay? So there's a few ways. One way is on the floor, doing like a pigeon pose. You can use props such as pillows. If you feel a bit of tightness in your hips, or you generally speaking cannot go all the way down to the floor when doing a pigeon pose, if you do practice yoga. So there's a few ways. Here you can be this position. You can have your leg hanging over the pillow or blanket or whatever prop you're using, and be in this position. If you can't have the leg more, like a more 90-degree angle, then have it more this way. You could have also the towel more faced this way and now have the extra towel, and you could be in that position, same thing. It's good to have as much contact of your body with either the floor or a towel. So actually I like it this way. So, with my shoulders and hips, and then when I lean forward down, you might not be able to go forward and still feel quite a bit of a stretch in through the side. So let me turn around so you can see this side. So like this. Okay, so you're gonna stretch all through here, and if that's not enough of a stretch, or you want a bit more, you go forward this way, like I said. Give you an idea. Another way is to do the stretch this way. You might have been given this stretch before by a physio, massage therapist, a chiropractor, or your medical doctor. That's a very commonly one done. If you have lack of flexibility in other tissues. So this way, so to work with your breath again. Nice breath in, expand your belly, exhale, pull towards you. And you're gonna feel a nice stretch through here. Then you do the other side as well. Just going through the move quickly here, but make sure you do it at your own pace, okay? And then same thing here, this breath in, expand your belly, exhale, pull towards you. So you go slow with this exercise. Breathe in, exhale, hold it like 3 to 5 seconds, and repeat that 3 to 5 times on each side. I need to really get it, the feeling of the stretch. I need to go all the way down, and then I'm just gonna kind of relax my arms down. So make sure you're using a chair that is secure, sturdy. and relax your head down. And hold that. Try and straighten your back. Instead of keeping it round, that's gonna pull a little bit more and stretch even more in here. And slowly come back up. You can put your hands on top of your leg and slowly pull yourself up. And then you switch side. Repeat that, I'd say a minimum of 3 times. And then, 3 to 5 times if you can. So that's another way. Alright, you could do this on a yoga, big yoga exercise ball. There's so many options, but I showed you a few ways. Then one more exercise I want you to do is to stretch your spine. If you don't have an inversion table, as shown in this video just previously, you can just use, you might not have a Liberty equipment here, even though if you live in Canada, I just saw them online at Canadian Tire. I'm sure in the States they're elsewhere and wherever in the world in your local hardware or exercise stores. But this is a great way because you can do so much with these. Happen to have them. So here basically you would let your body hang just like this. And that's enough to stretch your spine. And it's a little bit of a workout for your body and core and arms at the same time. It's only a few seconds. Hold on like this. And let your body hang down. If you have a bar across your doorway, one of those pull-up bar, hang on the pull-up bar, and it's actually really good for the shoulders, retracting and stretching the shoulders, but just to relax the spine and let your legs hang. If you don't have this or a pull-up bar, then use 2 sturdy chairs that you have in your home, and do the same thing as I did with the Liberty bars. As well, you could use a countertop, just a little bit higher than your height, and you would do the same thing as I'm doing here, kind of hang over like this on the countertop. That would be higher if it's better than here, but you could do it this way too. Okay, and just kind of letting your hip drop down. The Cobra and other extension exercises are important for maintaining disc health. Along with traction, this can help take pressure off the sciatic nerve. If the sciatic pain is primarily due to a disc migration, herniation, or from spinal stenosis, then avoid flexion activities. Instead, stick with extension exercises and traction. Example of one form of traction is the inversion table hanging upside down. Please refer to these videos for more examples of extension exercises. Always a good thing to do to go on your stomach and work the Cobra. So you could do it this way. You could be in that position. That's a good way to take pressure off the back in this position. If you find if you're doing the Cobra, you can just be in this position and just here. So you can put a towel on your chest. We'll have a big pillow that would extend higher up here. And that's starting to extend your back. So watch my extension video. Again, it's different levels. You do whatever level it is that you're comfortable in. But this would be easier than what I showed in the video. As I'm showing exercises with the ball in the video. Here it's just simply with a mat or a pillow, I would say. And then from here, you could put your hands to the side. And you still have the pillow against your chest. Here that's giving you some support. And you're gonna try and bend. But now here you're supposed to arc more from your hip. So it's the whole thing that moves. You don't wanna arc so much in here. So here I'm gonna lift my body, my forearms on the table. I mean on the floor, but you could do it on a table, I suppose. And you just be in that position. Now, if you want to do some rotation, here you can flex your heel, and it just as well when you do this, it allows your calves to be straight, lengthened, and your hamstring. But if it's too much, then you just relax your feet down. I like to go like this. And then I'm gonna try and go further. Relax your shoulders down. And it's from here, right? I'm lifting here, but then I'm relaxing my shoulders down and my hips down. Keeping my head neutral, so I'm not like head back. Keep your head neutral. So that's one way to get straightening my hips here. And my hips are on the floor. And then back down. Even do it like that. This is self-care. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Take care and great job.